Alright, we're doing this now because I can. That's why. Alright.
You gonna leave them cookies up there?
For now.
Okay.
They'll be good. They'll be fine. I got cookies on the dashboard. Everyone should have cookies on their dashboard. I'm gonna turn it into a trend. Not really, but anyway. Got me a nice Clif Bar. Peanut butter banana. Let me rephrase that. Peanut butter banana! That's how that goes. Look at all these semis, man. There's tons of them. Semis everywhere. I'm scared. Actually, I'm not scared at all. Alright. Clear. Now we go right. Since we're on the same highway forever. Whee! Okay.
Whoa.
I know, that's a sharp one, huh? Look at this. We got
He
semis.
shouldn't be parking that close. He should move down a little bit.
Yeah, we got semis all up and down the shoulder. Well, okay, there's two of them, but still. Alright. Semis. Everywhere we got semis. What is that blue light? Laser enforced speed? Oh, dang. Haha, that's fun. Good thing I use cruise control. I mean, I could control it without cruise control, but I like cruise control because I don't have to think about it. Alright, so get that. And get up to speed. Whee! It's set, and we are cruising. Alright, so we got a Clif Bar. Got 3.5 miles to, or 3.5 miles, I wish. 3.5 hours to go. And, yeah. Both feeling refreshed. Got a good snack. Got to stretch a little bit. Got my pillow for my neck now, so I can finally use that. Which reminds me, I need to put that on. Don't mind the road in front of the camera. There we go. Whew, that's better. Alright. So I got this neck pillow, y'all. It's amazing. It's everyone's seen those neck pillows. I'm sure they come in all sizes and shit. Well, not shapes. They're all used. But anyway, they come in different thicknesses, different materials. Some have beads, some have memory foam, whatever. This one is like a double layered memory foam. And not double layered in the sense of like twice the memory foam inside. It's like it's like a tiered thing. I don't know how to describe it. I can show it on the camera eventually, just not right now, because that'd be too complicated while driving. Honestly, trying to take this phone off the thing to move the camera is really hard to begin with two hands. And right now, if I were to do that, well, steering would be tricky. Anyway, yeah, and actually that's another thing with this vehicle. I mentioned before that if I had any complaints about it, it's that checking the blind spot is hard because of where the frame comes up and how dark the windows are tinted. It makes it hard to see the blind spot. But the other complaint that I would have as a personal vehicle is that sometimes when I'm driving, especially long distances, and I want to eat or whatever, I usually steer with my knee. But this steering wheel is it's hard to get it in a good position to steer with the knee. So, I've made it work a couple times, but it was really awkward and my knee barely touched it. So, it was weird. But I will say something I like about this steering wheel, which is really cool, and I'll have to do a little tour of this thing before I turn it back in, so y'all can see this thing. The steering wheel is not even a perfect circle. The bottom of the steering wheel is flat. It's really weird, but it's really kind of cool. It's cool because it's different. It's like half of a racing steering wheel and half of a regular steering wheel. It's kind of neat. So we like that. So the next video I post is going to be the banana. And I said it in this one too at the beginning when I got my peanut butter banana Clif Bar. But I sound so stupid. It's okay. I feel stupid too. But I'm okay with that. Anyway, the next video is the one, I'm going to title it Banana or something like that. I don't know. But I don't even remember why it came up. Oh, because of that. Oh, yeah. So the video that's currently uploading, 23 minutes long, was backtracking for sweet tea. During that, I stopped at a gas station. They didn't have what I was looking for, but I did decide I wanted more of that coconut mocha iced coffee. Except this time, this particular location also had the chocolate banana mocha, whatever. So I said it that way in that video, and so that's why I'm going to call it banana. I'm going to title it that. And as I say this, every time I say the word banana, my mom is one step closer to disowning me. So, no? Nothing? Okay. She's like, whatever, Joe. You do you, boo. Anyway, holy son of a gun. When did that go down? I'm sitting there doing 15 over because I didn't know the speed limit dropped. I thought that felt kind of fast for the road, though. I mean, I was fine with it because, you know, I'm an expert. But, dang. That's good. I guess this is another mukbang, kind of. Huh? So, anyway, we got 40 miles to go? Something like that? I don't know. Anyway, we're doing good. I'm pretty sure I'm going to make it all the way. I don't even have any doubts about that at this point. As long as we've been on the road, I should be super tired right now. I should be like swerving, I should be falling asleep, I should be doing all those things, but no, not at all. That guy's braking. I wonder if it's a cop. I wonder if I'm going way too fast.
No, we're 70 now.
Is it 70?
Yeah, there was a sign back there saying 70.
Beautiful. We'll hit resume, except it didn't work. There we go. Hit resume on the cruise control. Oh, he's just slowing down for the exit. I thought maybe I was coming up too fast and it was a cop slowing down to let me catch up so he could give me a ticket, whatever. Nope, not at all. Cool. We like it. By the way, did you use the sanitizer in that place, Mom?
No, I didn't know they had any.
Oh, okay. Well, they had sanitizer. Well, they had it like outside the bathrooms, but in the men's room, they had a dispenser next to each urinal. Like, which I think is awesome because as a guy, I've seen way too many guys, like even way before, especially before COVID, like they just don't wash their hands. You know what, guys? And keep in mind this is coming from a guy. I've been a man my entire life. And except for when I was a boy, but that's like just a little man. So I've always been a boy, a man, kind of, you know, a male. So keep in mind that where it's coming from, men are pigs. They are disgusting human beings. They don't wash their hands? Like, what? I don't know. Maybe I'm just feminine. Whatever. I don't know. I have no shame. I am who I am and I'm proud of that. So anyway, here's the deal. Having a sanitizer right next to each urinal is genius. And especially with the COVID thing, I imagine that would encourage people to actually use the sanitizer. But like, it was next to each urinal, and then there was another one next to the soap dispenser by the sinks, and then they also had them outside the bathrooms. So they got like tons of opportunities to sanitize. But like, and I've said this in other videos, I've said this in real life to people many times, I don't understand, even long before COVID, how people could go to the bathroom, especially number 2, and not wash their hands. Like, that's so bad. That's so bad. Just nasty. So, anyway, the sanitizer at this place, the reason I asked you about that, Mom, if you had used it, is I was curious if you smelled it. It smells disgusting. It does not smell good at all. So I'm assuming it's effective, and I'm assuming it actually sanitized my hands.
I didn't even see any. So.
No, well, you don't have urinals either. Dude, I'd love to see a woman's bathroom with urinals. That would make my day. I'm kind of surprised in today's world they don't, because as it stands, they've got some bathrooms that are okay. So there's unisex bathrooms, which is for males or females, but now there's a new classification called gender neutral bathrooms.
And there's also transgender.
For bathrooms?
Yes.
So there's bathrooms specifically for transgender, specifically for gender neutral.
We got them at Dollar Tree.
Here's the deal. I don't judge people for what they do. You want to go get in a surgery and become a different gender or whatever, you do you. However, I think that certain lines have been crossed. There are bathrooms with urinals, there are bathrooms with no urinals. That's it. So, in my personal opinion, a bathroom should be male, female, or unisex. That's it. Because what's the difference between a unisex and a transgender, or a unisex and a gender neutral? Like, the difference in the bathroom, what's the difference? The only difference is the name. They see a different name and they get offended. It's actually kind of sad how easily so many people get offended these days. And it's also sad how judgmental people are. Like, personally, there's all kinds of things that I disagree with, but I don't judge people for it. It's not my place to judge. And, just because I don't agree with it don't mean I can't be friendly. And just because I don't agree with it doesn't mean I have to harass you about it, or, I see these pigs. People are pigs. I've seen it. It's especially rampant among, younger people, I think. But, it drives me nuts. Anyways, we're going to get off that topic before it gets any more controversial than it already was. It's okay. I have no problems talking about controversial topics. I can do that with class. Not a problem at all. So anyways, where was I? I don't know. I am a little tired, I guess. In the sense, my brain, the thinking thing. But that's okay.
Do you need to stop and rest a while?
No, I'm good. I'm just saying, the thinking part. I'm fine to drive and I'm fine to, operate. Just trying to get my train of thought going. Mainly because as I'm thinking, other things are going through my head, and then I lose focus, and then it's I don't know where to go because I don't know where I was coming from or where I was heading. So I go on I go on rabbit trails all the time. But anyways, it's okay. Yeah. Just for a really good example. No good examples. So we are on 70 West, and we're doing good. We got good time. We got good stuff happening. I got 14 minutes on this video so far. I think we'll do another 20-minute video just for you, Lucy, because I love you. We'll get that one done. And the 23-minute video that's currently loading is daytime, but it was kind of a fun little adventure, kind of. And then there's going to be, right after that is the... What? No, that's how that works. So you have to manually turn them on, and then they turn off automatically. What? This car continues to befuddle me. That's right, befuddle. How about that for a cool word, y'all? You like the word befuddle, Mom?
Oh, don't bother me one way or the other.
You don't like it, though, specifically?
I didn't say that. I said it doesn't bother me.
Mom, sometimes you befuddle me. You know what the word means, right?
Not really.
Well, then you can't like or dislike it. You don't even know what it means. Befuddle. It's kind of like a combination, like baffle. You know what it means if you're baffled?
Yes.
It's basically the same as baffled. If you're baffled, you are also befuddled. And if you are befuddled, you are also baffled.
So why do I baffle you or befuddle you or whatever?
Why do you baffle me or befuddle me?
Yes.
I don't know why you do. I can tell you how you do.
Right? How do I?
Because sometimes just the things you say confuse me.
What? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about all the confusing things you say. Or not just confusing things you say, but like when it comes to communication in general, you have a tendency to start talking before I'm done talking.
I know.
And a lot of times it ends up being completely wrong because I'm like on the way to saying something in particular. You jump to a conclusion as to where you think it's going, respond to that, only to find out that's not where I was going with it. And I'm telling you, it's not a you thing. This is going to possibly be controversial and maybe possibly get me some hate, I don't know. But you're not the only person I have this issue with. There are 3 people I have this issue with, and all 3 of these people are women. All 3. I don't know if that's a gender thing, or I just happen to have 3 women in my life that have this problem. But I shouldn't say problem. Problem is so negative. I should say this quirk, I guess. Maybe a quirk. I don't know. Like, I don't mean it to be offensive, and it's like not the end of the world thing. It just makes communication more difficult. And it's not just that. With someone else that I will not name because this is going on YouTube. But with someone else, it's like the words don't make sense. They don't they're not relevant to the current conversation, or in some cases they literally don't make sense. And this isn't you, Mom, this is someone else. But like, communication is so difficult because they're not being clear about what they're trying to say. I'm a big fan of being clear. And I'm not always good at it either. Sometimes I fail too. I can admit that. But I try really hard to make it clear what I'm trying to say. Sometimes that requires a little more explanation or using different words. But like, sometimes things just don't make sense at all. And at this point, probably the last 3 minutes of this video made no sense. And that's okay. We're here for the drive. You guys are listening to my voice, but you're really in it for the drive. Maybe both, I don't know. This is a fun one. 70 miles per hour. We're doing 72. And by the way, Mom, this thing has this really cool feature that tells you the air pressure in the tires.
Yeah, my car does the
And
same thing.
Yeah, but this one's different than your car. This one keeps it on the screen the whole time you're driving, if you so choose. I can choose.
I can do that too.
Does it show you each individual wheel?
No.
What does it show you?
It shows that it just tells me when the tires need air in there.
No, that's not what I said. Here is a prime example of the communication issue. I just said that this shows the tire pressure in the tires. You said your car does too. However, you were wrong.
Well,
It does not tell you your tire pressure. It tells you if you're low. It does not actually
but that's kind of the same thing.
Not at all. If you look at my screen, 37, 37, 36, 36. It tells me the exact pressure. Not if it's low. It tells me the specific pressure. That is not at all the same as yours. Yours only says if it's low, right?
Yeah, right.
So it's not the same thing. Don't worry, I still love you and everything. I'm just pointing out that was actually perfect. That was a perfect example. But, so the tank says 364. Well, the tank doesn't say that, but the gauge says there's 364 miles on the tank. I know we got like just over 200 miles to go, so we don't even need to fill up anymore. Although, like I said, I don't like going below half, so we may fill up one more time before we get back. It depends.
Whatever you want to do.
But right now we're at 20 minutes and 43 seconds, so we will go ahead and call this one. As long as it's taking this other 23-minute video to load. Hours, by the way. It's been hours. It's still loading. It was at 43% when we were at that last stop. Actually, that probably won't load until we get to your place. But it's fine. Oh, I think I might have left my headphones at Grandma's house, dude. Whoops. Good thing I have a spare pair. Anyway, so yeah, that's what's happening, guys. That'll be all for this one. I'll record more. We'll get you some nighttime vids, y'all. I won't make them all 20 minutes, though, because these take way too long to load. Or I guess I could just sit in some Wi-Fi place. That'll load them faster. But I got a lot of catching up with comments. And by the way, on that note, most people probably are not going to sit through 20 minutes of this unless you really are bored or enjoy hearing me talk. I don't know. But for those of you who do make it this far, just know that I will be catching up on comments. At some of our stops, I have gone through and hearted some comments. I think I've replied to some. There are others I have not replied to, but I've hearted them. Some I may not reply to. For those of you who post videos yourselves, you know already that it's really hard to keep up with them all. So it's even harder when you're like constantly driving and just can't be on the phone doing that. So, but I will catch up to them. I promise you I will at the very least get them hearted. And I'll try to respond to the ones that require a response and maybe some of the ones that don't. But anyway, that'll be all for now. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, take care of your pets, and they'll take care of you. Woohoo!